Hello everyone, it's Zelric, and today I wanted to kind of go over a few things for Project Diablo 2, namely how to get it, how to install it, um, the starter benefits to what resources you need to have in order to start playing Project Diablo 2 and to understand it, and some guides from other people that will help players get started on their journey through this wonderful mod. Um, so to get to the nitty gritty of it, this is my BattleNet page. I'm on here because not the mod is here, but in order to even be able to play, you need to purchase not Resurrected, but you need to go to the BattleNet page, log in, and when you get to the Diablo 2 Resurrected page, if you scroll down, there are classic games. If you don't currently own, I don't know what the hell I just clicked, if you do not currently own Diablo 2 Lords of Destruction 2001, the old game, not Resurrected, the old game, then this is what you need. Not Resurrected, you need the old game. Reiterate. This is how this is the prerequisite to downloading the mod. Okay. So, once you have Diablo 2 and Diablo 2 Lords of Destruction, which you need both, the mod itself is free. So just know that. The mod itself is free as long as you have Diablo 2 Resurrected. You can support, but this mod is free. You then, once you have Diablo 2 and Lords of Destruction downloaded, you go down to download on the Project Diablo 2 website, and you click to download once you've created an account. I'm not going to go through all that, but that's fairly self-explanatory. You can go through, this is how you download. Once you're there, you will get a launcher, which I will open real quick. This is the launcher. You will get this. You'll say update or whatever, or it might say like find your Diablo 2 file. Once you found the Diablo 2 file, it'll say to update, get the game, and then these are what you'll see. Once you updated, you'll be allowed to play, and then you'll log in, and you'll have to create like an in-game key, which I will show you now. Which it may not even allow me to log on to the live server because it's probably down for right now. But if it isn't, then that'll be unfortunate. But anyway, once you've logged in, let it load, of course. You click BattleNet, make sure the gateway is on Project Diablo 2, which it's not going to let me join, but you'll click BattleNet, it'll log you into your account on the Project Diablo 2 website. But your account, let's go to my profile. That's my profile. Sir, hello, settings, maybe. Okay, settings. You need a account link. This is like the end game. So in game, when you go in, you'll have the opportunity to create an account in the actual client of the game, which I can't show you because the server isn't up, but this is what you need to do. You need to create an account on here and link it. Create new account, and then you'll be able to link it, and then you'll log in with this on the actual game. I'm sorry I can't show you because the server's down, but that's what it is. It's pretty self-explanatory. Once you go through it, it'll be pretty easy, I promise. So don't sweat it too much. Resources you can use in order to get what you need to from Project Diablo 2. You can always, of course, come to the Project Diablo 2 subreddit, which is what I like to go do. It has a lot of different resources for different things. The wiki, I mean, it helps a lot. There's also resources on Project Diablo 2 on their Discord. They have a Discord, and on their website, I think you can access the Discord. But there's two different like guides out there, I would say, in terms of like there at least two that I've found. The big one for end game builds and like goes into super heavy detail is Dark Humilities. He does one for every season, I'm fairly certain. These are not mine. Neither of these are mine. I haven't done anything like this. These are just something I found from other players. This details so many details that new players won't really be able to understand, especially if you're completely new to Diablo 2. But these show you what builds are going to be the best for the end game in different scenarios. So, like recommended starters, that recommended Uber stuff, like basically every type of content you can think about, it's going to have on here, and even the immunities. But a better, like easier to understand guide is this one. I think it's also on the it's either on the Discord or on the subreddit, so it's pretty easy to find. It is a Google Sheets document, but this shows you all the updated Season 11 builds that this person has said will be the best for starting. This is the in-game mapping list right here. It shows you relatively everything that are just interesting, top builds. Top builds are going to be like, if you're playing this class, any one of these builds will get you basically all the way through the game, especially early on. Well, they'll get you through in-game mapping, and these are less effective but still fun. If you scroll down, these are the starters on this one right here, and I will leave a link to both of these in my description. But this shows all the class's best starters. The reason why you want to start with a specific starter in this game is because you have a couple of resets only, and once you're out of those resets, the only other way to get them is you have to grind a resource up in order to do it. You can buy them. They are tradable on a trade website, which is on here. They have a trade website, but they're usually fairly expensive. So what you're going to want to do is, whatever class you play a starter. So if you're an assassin, you play Lightning Trap, Blade Sentinels, or Mind Blast as your starter. Then, once you are at mapping and you feel like you've gotten some gear together in order to make a new build, you can come up to, like, if you were Light Trap before, you can reset if you've got some gear built up, and you can switch to like Phoenix Strike or something like that. That's what I would recommend you do. A lot of players like to play Druid Summoning builds as their starter. That's a very popular starter for this mod. Know that basically every skill in the game is viable for end game, at least to get you through everything. It should be, for the most part, with enough gearing. That's what this game did. They rebalanced all the skills to where everything is viable. Not everything is viable early, though. That's why these are very important, these starters. The starters are there because there's only a certain amount of builds that are actually viable for starting, really, because you don't have access to certain skills early on, or these skills are a lot stronger early on but tend to fall off later. Sometimes they don't. It just depends on the class and how strong the individual skill is. But yeah, like Light Traps will be very good pretty much through everything, I would say. If you just wanted to stay on it, you could. A lot of these builds have something just like that. But and then, of course, it shows the best bossers down here, and then, like, best overall. Assassins are very strong because they just keep getting buffed. But anyway, I'm going to leave links to all of this down below to show you. I didn't start or do any of this work on my own. I am just a catalyst to show you what resources you do have. Other than that, you can basically treat it just like an enhanced regular Diablo 2 playthrough if you really wanted to. You don't have to interact with the mapping system in this game, which is basically Diablo or Path of Exile in Diablo 2. You don't have to interact with it at all if you don't want to. If you want to treat this game just like regular Diablo 2, you absolutely can do that. People do it all the time. You can farm up your high runes, and you can go to town trading whatever you want. The trade, it shows right here how many players are on the site, at least, which is a rough estimate of how many players are like interacting with the game too. But the trade, if you liked playing trade, you can play trade. If you don't, you can play non-trade, I'm fairly certain. Maybe, or just not interact with trading. I don't know. I can't remember if that's the thing in this game. Regardless, yeah, I guess you just don't trade if you don't want to interact with trading. But yeah, I highly recommend this game. Sorry, I've been a bit rambly. I don't really write scripts for these videos. In the comments, please leave a comment for any other questions you might have, and I will answer them. I appreciate you. Please like and subscribe if you liked me bringing this information to you, and I do plan on releasing videos of all my progression through Project Diablo 2 this season. And if enough people like it, I'll continue making videos and stuff on it. For the most part, it's an no, not for the most part. It is an amazing mod. It is an amazing game. They deserve all the praise they're gonna get for it. They do great work, and they need all the help they can get. So a lot of streamers are going to be playing this season too. So there's going to be a lot of probably issues with servers. I don't know. I'm not part of the team, but still, I imagine there'll be some issues with servers and whatnot. So it's going to be popular. It's going to be great. Thank you so much. Like and subscribe if you liked it. Just know you're important, and it means the world to me that you're here. Thank you so much. Peace out.